Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be testing out the Spoiled Cosmetics Planchette palette. This is the look that I came up with. I tried to do something a little bit different. Not sure how I feel about it. It's a look. But this is the inside of the palette. I will swatch it for you, and then again, you'll see how I kind of did this look, and I'll give you my final thoughts. This is my first time trying anything from Spoiled Cosmetics. I've seen them on Instagram. Their palettes intrigue me, so I wanted to test one out, see how I like it. So yeah, we're gonna get into that right now, but before we get started, make sure you are subscribed. I have 2 giveaways currently going on my channel I haven't picked winners for, and then today is April 1st, so I will be doing at least 2 giveaways. If I hit 800 subscribers, there will be a 3rd giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, we're gonna jump into swatches, and then I'll show you how I did this look. Okay, so we're gonna start off with swatches. None of these have names on them, it's just the colors, and then this is a highlighter at the bottom. So I'm going to swatch the whole palette. I took my watch off, so you'll have to excuse the band, but we're going to try and do it on this side. And we're just going to go row by row. So the top 4 are shimmers. So let's see, we've got green, it's kind of duochromy bronze shade, this copper color, and then a white. I probably could have went a little bit higher. Let's put the white. So those are a little bit out of order, but the white's kind of a duochrome. Okay, and then I will do the glitters. There's like 3 pressed glitters. I'll do the glitters at the very end. We got a bluish gray, regular gray. The mattes don't seem bad. They're pretty pigmented, actually. We got a green, purple's not bad. And let's see, we got red, orange, kind of a taupey flesh color, and then this color may not show up on my skin, barely. Okay, let's do the highlighter, and then I will do the glitters on my hand. I might be able to squeeze the highlighter up here. So that's the highlight shade. Back of my hand. That's actually a pretty highlight. Okay, and let's have a binder in those. They're not creamy where the stars are. I wouldn't put these on the lid. These are pretty like chunky, almost like out in here. The glitters. And there's all of the shades. So yeah, we are going to jump into it. So I brought you in a little bit closer, and again, I'll try and hold this up. There are no names on the shades. I'm not 100% what I'm going to do. I primed my lid just with my e.l.f. camo concealer, the original one. This is what I use to do my cut crease on my lid. I'm just going to experiment. I don't have a clear idea. I kind of have some ideas, but we'll see if it works. So I'm just going to do the one eye on camera. And we're just gonna pray and hope for the best here. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with my favorite Sigma E25. I went in with the concealer instead of the MAC paint pot, just because when you're working with drugstore shadows or things where you're not sure what the pigmentation is gonna be like, the concealer is really gonna give you the most color payoff. So I'm just going in with this purple. And again, like I said, we're just gonna pray. And I'm going kind of in my crease, and I'm gonna take this above the crease. I do have some staining. If I could speak, that would be good. I do have some staining on my arm. So I could probably get away with using the MAC paint pot. But I wanted to give this as much color payoff as I could. The only issue you're going to run into, I feel like, with using concealer is it takes a little bit more to blend things out. Because the concealer, especially if you don't, like I didn't set the concealer, I just went in with it wet so it really could cling to it. So that really, to me, is the only issue with using concealer. But it's pigmented. There's pigmentation there. I can see it. I'm going to take a little more. These shades are very, the mattes are very powdery. Like I can see from when I did the swatches that I swatched a few of these beforehand, but I had not swatched the whole palette before today, so the mattes are definitely pigmented. I'm not sure how I feel about the shimmers. Like I said, there's only 4 plus the highlighter, so the highlighter can be used as an eyeshadow. It doesn't have to be used as a highlighter. I have Cookie on today. I may put a little bit of this on top just because it is a pretty highlight. Trying to decide if I want to blend that out a little bit. Maybe with some of this light taupey color. Let's see what that does. I don't think it needs to be blended out a lot. It blended out pretty nice on its own. And I want to keep the purple color intact. I don't want to diffuse it too much, so I'm not going to go in with the cream just yet. And I will take the highlighter under my brow bone, but again, I'll do that if I remember at the end. Not, I'll probably end up doing it off camera. Sometimes I forget to do brow bone highlight on camera. Okay, my brushes are all clean. Well, they were all clean. This one's now dirty, but I washed them all yesterday. Or Monday evening. Let them dry yesterday. So all of my brushes are clean. Okay, and this is the part where we're going to pray. I'm going to do something a little bit different. And take some of the concealer. And I have, this is a detail liner, just a little angled brush. This is a Jessup brush. I bought the Jessup brushes on Amazon as a recommendation from Make Me Up Missa. And they're really good quality, like affordable brushes. I think it was like $15. I'm gonna go above the crease. I might need to go a little bit higher than that. So this could go south on me. We'll pray. It doesn't, so I'm just drawing a line above my crease. I'm using this one just to kind of draw. I may go in with a different brush too. I don't know if I like this brush for doing this. I'm gonna put a shimmer on top of this line. Okay. I don't know if I need to clean that up anymore or not. Not necessarily doing a cut crease yet at this point. And I still got that purple below. Okay, so I'm going to take, I don't know what brush. This little like chubby flat brush, but this one kind of comes up to a point, and I'm going to take the duochrome shade right next to the green. That's messy. I don't know quite how to describe that shade. It's like a cranberry with almost a greeny shift, maybe a gold shift. I don't really know. It's interesting. I'm going to see if I can put this. Or I put the concealer and see if this does anything. This may not. I might need to go in with a smaller brush too. We'll see. Like I said, this may not turn out and I may end up starting over. I don't do these cut out looks often, so I may have to use a different brush. Let me try, I have a pencil brush. Let me see if that works better with this. And then I'll go back in with the pencil brush and define that purple line a little bit. Oh, where's the flat brush? Did I get the flat brush out? I don't think I did. I'm trying to decide if the shimmer's doing anything. I can't tell. I feel like it is. I don't know if that's quite this. I had kind of an idea in my head and I'm not real sure if it's transpiring the way I wanted it to. And then I have this little like flat brush. I'm going to go back in with that purple. I'm going to take it right above where I did the metallic, and this will help kind of define that metallic line that we just made. I said I don't really have a clear plan. I kind of had an idea of something I wanted to try and I'm just winging it. So this may not be the most helpful tutorial you're ever gonna watch. Should be a good review of the palette though, but this is probably not gonna be the best tutorial ever. And I'm gonna take the purple below. Just because I want that line to really be there. Okay. I don't know. We'll see how that looks at the end. So we're gonna go back into the Sigma brush and the purple. And I'm gonna put some purple on my lid. I may carve out another line. I haven't decided. Clinging to the concealer a little bit. Let me go in with a flat. This is just a flat Luxie small shader brush. It's clinging to the concealer. Like I said, I didn't set the concealer, so it's wanting to cling in some spots. And then my eye is watering on top of it, so I'm not really faulting the shadow at this point. some of it's me because I don't do carved out looks often. I'm gonna see if I can take this purple up just a little bit more. I want to blend out that line a little bit, but not like, just trying to give it some definition. Probably should have taken the circle up a little bit more. It's hard because my eyes are hooded, but they're small. Like, I don't have a big space. And I probably, this is one of those looks like you definitely could do your eyes first and then do this. I don't like doing that. Just because I have a hard time getting close, but if I was going to, this probably would have been the day that I did that. Okay, and I'm going to go back in with the angled brush and a little more concealer, and I'm going to do like what would be a liner line, if that makes sense. I'm going to keep it pretty close. To the lash line, just on the lid. Okay. That little, this is from Medusa's Makeup. This is actually their liner brush. It is a weird shape for a liner brush, but when you're using liquids, this actually does work really well. But I'm going to go in with that same metallic. This one, I don't know. The metallics are tricky to apply. Let me go in with this flat brush and see. I just want to like stamp that metallic on there. And I can go back in and redraw. Yeah, this flat brush, this is the Morphe M170-2. I use this flat brush for most glitters, metallics, anything that I'm doing. Just the metallics are pretty. It's hard to, they're very crumbly, but that's, or there's a lot of fallout, but that's typical for a shimmer, I feel like. And then I'll dust it away. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the purple just above it to kind of define, because I ended up taking the metallic up a little bit, so it just cleans that line up just a little bit. It doesn't need to, like I said, you don't have to get crazy with it. You don't have to do much blending out because we're using the same shade. Okay. I think with liner, that'll look better. So I'm gonna get some of that purple off. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that like taupey color up in here now. And then we'll go in with the highlight. This is what I was thinking in my head. I don't know if I like it, but it's something, so we're gonna keep going. I'm just looking for a little brush to do, just taking the highlight shade. And this is a concealer. This is the Shanna B. I don't know if anybody remembers, I have a bunch of these Shanna B brushes. I don't know if I got them in a tri box. I got them somewhere. I didn't order them directly. They came in a subscription because I got a few of them. When I was cleaning my brushes, I was like, oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one. They're all these Shanna B. Like I said, this is a concealer brush, but it's a nice big flat. I don't know where these brushes came from. If anybody remembers, please let me know, because I like these. I just feel bad. I don't necessarily feel bad recommending them. I just don't know where they came from. I'm going to put the highlight, I almost said concealer, the highlighter shade, and then I'm going to go over it again with the white. The white is very sheer. It's a duochrome, almost topper shade. So if you end up buying this palette, just know it's a topper shade. I don't think I want to put any pressed glitter. I'm not opposed to pressed glitter. I went through a phase, that's why I have the pressed glitter palettes, where I was wearing pressed glitter a lot. Debating on the lower lash line. Let me get a different chubby brush. See, this is another Shanna B one. It kind of comes up at an angle, a point. I don't know where those came from. No idea, but I like them. I was looking at them more closely when I was cleaning them, and I didn't realize, like I said, there's a whole set of them. Don't know where they came from, but they're good brushes. I'm going to take this darker gray, and I may blend it out with the purple. This is going to go on the bottom. Again, don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to try a few, like I said, the mattes are pigmented and they blend out well. And then I'm going to go in with that Shanna B, what is this called? This is a smudger brush. It was either, these either probably came in the Slay Glam box or the Tribe box. I just don't remember. I don't know if I like the gray on the bottom, so I'm debating. Let me take some purple underneath it, and then I may go over it with a shimmer. I definitely like it better with the purple underneath it. I don't know about the top lid, but I think when I put liner on, I think it'll look better. So I'm going to do the other side off camera. I'll put liner and maybe a lash on, and we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this. Okay, so this is the finished look. I added a little bit of distortion glitter from Urban Decay. Just over the line, just to make it more sparkly. When in doubt, distortion makes everything better. And then I used the Stila Stay All Day liner. I added a lash. These are the Medusa's Makeup lashes. I don't think these are bad. These are not beginner friendly lashes. The band is very, very stiff. Like this side is wanting to come off, and then I ended up getting like good glue on my lid, but that's all right. I took a little bit of the stars and put the stars on the outside just because they're in here. This has a pretty good binder in it, so I didn't put any glitter glue down. But yeah, definitely don't put these chunky stars on your eyelid. And then I actually ended up mixing a little bit of this green in with the duochrome white, and that's what's in my tear duct, just to give it a little bit more color, because again, this white duochrome is very sheer, but I don't hate the look. It's something a little different for me. I figured people were getting tired of seeing me do the same look with different colors over and over. I like their formula. I don't know if this is necessarily the palette that I'm going to get the most use out of from them. I mainly bought it. I was attracted to the packaging, but the mattes are pigmented. You only get 4 shimmers. So I'm going to have to see. This color scheme is definitely something that I personally would use more in the fall. But even if I don't end up using this, I'll probably keep it as a display piece. But they have like a neon palette from Spoiled Cosmetics, and a donut shaped one that's got some pretty colors in it. Like, there's other palettes from them now that I know that I like their formula that I would probably get more use out of than this. But if this is a color scheme that you're intrigued by, the formula is good. So like I said, this with only having 4 shimmers and the matte choices, like I said, I definitely will probably use this more in the fall. These are fall colors to me that I grab for. So I will use it. Like I said, I do like the formula. The quality is there. So if you have seen them on Instagram and you've been interested, at least this palette, the formula is good. So I like it. And again, like I said, even if I end up not wanting to use it anymore, I will keep it as a display piece. But I am liking their formula. I am interested in trying some other things. So you will have to let me know what you guys thought of this finished look. Let me know if you want me to do another look or try and do like a 3 looks palette with this. I could definitely do that. That would get me to use some more of the colors. Yeah, hopefully this wasn't too long of a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.